Hello everyone, this is Super Dimensional Button. Today I'll be reviewing Bandai's HGUC Hyaku Shiki from the anime series Zeta Gundam. Now this kit was produced in Japan in 2016 and currently retails for 1,800 yen. What reason for the high price? Well, Bandai produced this kit in this shiny goldish, fake gold color. It's not gold plated like the original Hyaku Shiki. This is the revived version. That one was plated in gold, but it was produced way back in, I think, 1999 or 2000. Anyway, let's go ahead and start this review. Close up of the kit. So I went ahead and spray painted this kit using Rust-Oleum gold spray paint. Didn't quite like the yellowishness of the I guess the plastic, so went ahead, spray painted. Not quite the results I was hoping, but good enough for me, I guess. Nice and shiny. Alright, take a look at the back. So I used a few stickers, mainly for the cameras and the Type 100 symbols on the shoulders. That's basically it. As you can tell, it's slightly customized. I painted all the blue parts darker color and added a little silver in the legs. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the articulation. The head, of course. Go ahead and let's see if this thing can turn around 360. It's connected by a polycap ball joint. I think the collar kind of prevents it from really spinning all the way around. Okay. Now the arms can spin 360, except maybe these back fins kind of get in the way. But you can just move it. Still, just little adjustments, and there you go. So you got a little piece of armor on the shoulder that also moves. Arms can spin 360. Okay, double jointed elbows gives it maybe about 170 degrees, 70 degrees of motion or so. Let's see. The hands are connected by a ball joint, so no problems there. Good range of motion, angles. Okay, now the hips. Spin. You can spin this guy all the way around. There are 2 points of articulation in the waist area. So you bend over just slightly. Not a whole lot. But you can bend forward a little bit, so not bad. Of course, you got side skirts that are connected by those weird polycap clips. Get the arms out of the way. Yeah, that's right. Arms go out that far. Of course, you can just turn it around, the shoulders around, and pose in different angles. Shoulders are polycaps, ball joints. Sorry. So you got some motion in the shoulder by itself. If I get these side skirt armors. Okay, so that's about as far as they go. Front skirt armor can go out that far up, meaning you can get the legs out pretty high up. Okay, now the splits can go pretty far, and the feet, well, let's get to the feet at the end. So let's do the legs. So they don't spin 360 like they used to. I guess the front cover of these legs kind of prevent it from spinning even further. No big deal. Legs double jointed as well, so let's get it out there. Spins that far, sorry. Let's do that again. So double jointed legs. Let's see if this guy can kneel. some balancing issues. Let's get that right. So it's possible. Just need to get it more balanced. And there you go. Of course, you wouldn't pose them like that, but you know, feel free to play with it. All right, now the ankles. So essentially, it's just connected by a ball joint straight into the socket peg. These side fins don't really hinder it very much. There's 2 points of articulation. There's a joint up here where the circle is, and then the ball joint in the foot. Gives it a good range of motion. So the foot can bend out that far, so it looks like he's broke his ankle, and that far inward. So should give him a pretty good stance while feet are firmly planted on the table. Of course, you need to readjust the fins on the back, so then I have some balance issues. Okay. So there you go. That's just with feet firmly planted on the table. And last but not least, you got the fins on the back. So there are 2 points of articulation, the ball joint that fits into the backpack, and a peg that fits into these fins, or wings, or whatever you may call them. They themselves can move, not very far, but yeah, just a little bit of posability there. All right, so we're done with the articulation. Okay, so what comes with this kit? So you get 2 extra sets of hands. So these are the closed fist hands. You can see there's no gaps in them, so they can't hold anything. They're just basically, I don't know, have closed fists. I guess for a good standing position pose. So you got 2 other hands which can hold things. Here is the beam rifle. If you've seen earlier video of mine, I lost the tip and I replaced it with, what I did was got the inner part of a pen, cut that into the size and just glued it right on. So there's the other hand, ball socket. So let's go ahead and connect that right now. Okay, and there you go. So it looks pretty good with the beam rifle. There's no shield that comes with the kit. It's gold because it's supposed to be anti-beam reflective, so you got that. What's next? You got beam sabers, 2 long clear beam sabers, yellow. Just fit onto. Let's see if I can take these out. Just the 2 beam sabers just clip on to the back, right there. Whoa. And I don't know if you can see that. It's just a little hole on top, and just insert them there. Let's take this hand out and replace it with the one that can hold things. And I don't want to scratch the paint. There you go. So there you go with the beam saber. Last but not least, you got the clay bazooka. It's called clay or cray, I don't know. Not much improvement from the other one, other than the handle can actually fold inward. So probably have some trouble getting that out. Oh well. I think you guys get the idea. Now this part is a connector part that goes onto the backpack. So there are some slots on both sides where you can put this square tab right on. So let's get the fins in position. And it just slips nicely in and holds it pretty firmly. So there you go. All right. Now, what needs painting? Not a whole lot. I mean, these little tubes on the backpack and on the arms, you might want to do something about that. I mean, I painted in with some acrylic paint and wiped them off with basically rubbing alcohol. Excuse me. The gray parts in the forearm need a little painting. It's all molded in red. Not many. They didn't have too many colors in this sprues. I mean, there was a gold color, gray, blue, and red. Those were the 4 colors they had. The beam rifle needs painting. This is all this brownish gray color. So the tube needs painted in gold. You can paint this a dark blue or whatever it may be. Same color as the chest. I went with the color scheme that came with the fixed figuration versions of this kit. I thought a dark gray looked nicer. What else? Let's see. That's all for painting. So let's compare this with some other guys in the same series. So here is my HGUC Mark II. As you can see, it's roughly the same height. Let's move this over a little bit. And then last but not least, you got HGUC Zeta Gundam. Let's pull this back just a little. Alright, so the Zeta Gundam's a little taller, but definitely a lot chubbier. Anyway, this revived version of the Hyaku Shiki is a lot thinner than the original version that came out, what was it, almost 16 years ago. But a lot of advancements in Bandai's model technology allowed it to have thinner arms and thinner legs, even a thinner waist. I can't say it has a lot of same parts as the Hyaku Shiki version in Gundam Build Fighters, but well, I mean, it definitely got some inspirations from there. So yeah, so goods and bads. Bads, I can't say there are a whole lot in this, to tell you the truth. I mean, if you don't like the color like I did, you know, feel free to paint it. It took me a while to paint it, obviously. I got this kit late August, early September. Just completed it recently. Got sidetracked. But, yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, it's a pretty quick build otherwise. You know, you can put a lot of detail on it. There's a lot of nice recessed panel lines on it. Yeah, but it looks really good. I actually had the original 144 scale kit. I never finished building it because it was just so chunky, you know, like all 80s kits. Proportions were horrible. Proportions on this one are spectacular, as you can tell. A little thin in the waist, but definitely adds to this posability. What else? Yeah, I mean, really, there's not a lot of cons. If anything, there's a lot of points of articulation. So if you want to pose this thing, you gotta put everything just right to just get that pose. Otherwise, I don't know if you're like me, you know, it might be a stickler for detail. So yeah, I mean, if a little thing's off, and you know, everything could be budged essentially. But no, it's a pretty nice kit. 1,800 yen. A little more than most HGUCs out there. Not by much, though. But if you ask me, it's a great kit. Definitely. No, this is, you know, better than these two kits. They're decent kits in their own, but this is a newer kit, obviously. Better technology, better proportions, and whatnot. So yeah, run out there, go grab one if you can. If it's a little out of your price range, there's always the original HGUC kit, which retails for 1,500 yen. So, you know, it's 300 yen cheaper. But it's this one definitely well worth its money. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. Tune in again next time, and I'll see you then.